What's up? What's down?
Turn your lives around.
Hey guys, welcome to the Life Awakening podcast, and we have two special guests today.
Ooh.
Wow, first time on our episode we have two guests. Wonderful.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Two guests.
We
Okay.
always,
You guys are
always
quite
only
honoured,
have
you know.
one.
I'm not a guest, I'm VIP.
A bit lah, a bit.
Yeah, okay. Alright, wait, cause speechless, bro. You're making it awkward right now, bro.
It's okay, I'm
Awkward
still a
already.
VIP. Remember me, please.
Alright.
Alright, let's just introduce ourselves first. I'm Esther,
I'm Evan.
and our guest.
Oh, I'm
Introduce.
Josiah.
Hi, I'm Pierre.
Yes, and today we'll be talking about workplace relationship.
You ready or not? Work relationship. This is something topic that we have been
We have never
that,
touched
no,
on.
like
It's not relatable
like,
to
it's not
you.
relatable to me at all. But I'm very interested in this topic.
Soon.
Soon.
You
Yeah.
soon.
Well, I did work sometimes, so maybe you know.
Get yourself prepared then.
You get some part-time soon, what?
Yeah, where
Part-time
you're
also work, what?
going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
All right, so without further ado, since you want to introduce yourself, so maybe you all can talk about like your job, what you all do, and briefly describe about what you all do. Yeah, start with Josiah lah.
I'll start with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a graphic designer.
Wow.
Come photographer. Come videographer.
Come.
Come editor.
Come.
Come a lot of things lah.
Bro.
Anything related to the advertising will be within my job scope lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, what about Pierre?
Oh, I do much more than Josiah.
Wow, faithful
Oh.
servant. Faithful servant of Jesus
We
Christ.
we comparing about our job scope now, is it? Like who do
yeah,
more?
yeah.
I'm not comparing because we are on different fields,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
definitely it's impossible to compare. Okay, I'm serious right now. I'm not joking. Okay, I'm a full-time pastoral staff in church right now at the moment
Ooh.
for 3 years.
Okay, so what do you do in your like pastoral?
Oh, okay. So I'm mainly in charge of youth and children ministry. So we make sure that the running of the service and other ad hoc job as well.
Ad hocs.
Yes.
Okay.
Ad hoc.
All right.
much
For
more.
me, I work as a marketing executive.
Ooh, that sounds fancy, eh?
No, not fancy at all.
But I'm not
shit.
working at
Oh,
all.
sorry.
Like the word executive, wow.
Top sales girl. Top sales girl.
Sorry,
Yeah.
marketing and sales very different. Okay, so what I do is more on social media, content planning, and then event execution and
I see.
campaign planning. All this lah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why are you looking at me now? Oh, I work as. Oh, yes.
We're just
Yes.
waiting for you.
Wait,
You are working as a student.
Yes,
Yeah.
no.
Sure.
Well, I did work before. I was an intern before, and I do photography and videography part time before, freelancing. Yeah, but the boss didn't pay me lah in the end. But it wasn't because we didn't do a bad job. It was like it was during COVID suddenly, and the boss just ran away, and the project was like
You just ran away.
yeah, like the whole like
So sad.
like we are supposed to take video and promo video of their cafe.
Oh.
And the next few months after MCO, we went and see, the cafe top up already.
And the boss didn't tell you anything.
Didn't even message us.
Oh,
but
man.
but there's some equipment he actually bought for us, but he didn't take back lah. Never asked for it. Okay lah, we keep it lah.
Lucky chap, man.
but
Lucky.
but while the equipment is not really that expensive lah. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I am working right now. I'm working in this ministry in Life Awakening, and taking care of this place, taking care of all the admin stuff. Yeah, overall, I still do have work experience, even though I'm just a student.
Okay.
How
okay.
lian what no walao.
Really, how lian?
Student is considered an occupation also, right?
Yeah.
I do this ke say how lian. I do that also kena. Hey, I will never be enough for you guys, is it?
Okay, stop. Emotional damage. We're gonna fix this
Need
first.
counseling.
Okay, right. Let's
She's
get to the
mentally
point.
not
Let's
strong enough,
all right,
no
let's
working
get
experience.
okay. Let's get to the point.
Alright.
Alright.
Tone down a bit lah, guys. Okay, so for like you work as graphic designer, you work as pastoral, I work as marketing, then
Student.
Student. Okay. So
Student.
what do you wish that everybody understood about your job? That maybe they might have misunderstand. Like for example, graphic designer, they'll ask you, oh, can you do this, do that, do 3D animation, do or whatever. So this is the time you can clarify your job.
Clarify. Wow.
Ah.
Talk about the 新生.
But I was like, I just shared some news, right? Josiah, Esther is actually your boss, right?
Hey, no. No. This is wrong news.
She my senior.
Oh,
Colleague,
senior,
colleague.
Okay, I
Senior,
see.
senior.
So whatever you say here will affect your relationship or not?
No.
Right? Okay, just to
course
point
not
out.
lah.
Work
Okay.
is work.
Work
Yeah
is
lah.
work.
We will talk about this later.
Oh, okay, alright.
Stay tuned.
Okay,
tuned.
so for me,
Mm.
okay, as a graphic designer, one thing I hate the most when people talk, when people say they want to do design, they always say they want a simple design. Simple, Then, their expectation totally not simple. Then, they expect simple design,
Mm-hmm.
then give really simple salary, really simple. Their
Little
pay
pay.
is
So
very,
you feel your salary doesn't justify what you do, right?
yeah, sometimes or sometimes
That's what
I mean in
打工族
Malaysia,
all like that.
Malaysian culture is like that for
Yeah.
arts Yeah, this one mainly everyone in the arts field will know but some still pay good, so it depends who but majority wise, yeah, they don't really appreciate the value.
Okay, I'm taking notes. And then give to my boss. Kidding.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they maybe people don't see creativity as so valuable in this era, because
Yeah.
everywhere you see got design, everywhere you see people video shooting, people taking photos, so you think it's very easy, but if you want to take it to the next level, you want to take it professionally, it takes skill So most of them, I don't say all but most of the people generally think it's very easy. What you do is simple, tends to be simple, looks simple, but actually it's very complicated to produce
And a lot of hard work.
something so simple and nice. Yeah, so that's one of the things that
I feel you.
I
feel
hate
you.
lah. If people keep saying, "Oh, Josiah, I want a simple design.
Oh
Oh,
man.
I just want a simple
Right.
one."
Remind me not
And
to
like-
tell
then
you.
what's your budget?
remind me.
So Josiah, next time I want a complicated super design, can or not?
Can.
Can,
How
can.
complicated? Then I'll ask you.
Super
lah.
complicated.
Make sure you
Then
pay
I'll
as well.
expect it's complicated lah. Then
Yeah, then you expect complicated level salary paid
yes,
job.
different
I
lah.
see, I see.
But you don't tell me simple, then give me,
Yeah,
oh,
man.
I want this, then I want that. Then most of them also don't know what they want. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's the part lah. That's one of the parts. Yeah.
So make sure you know what you want next time if you're looking for him.
This
Yes,
one also
guys.
very hard. Most of them don't know what they want. That's why they find
That's true.
designer.
That's true. If
Yeah,
they know, they will
yeah.
just
Yeah.
lie already.
True,
I
true.
know. If you don't know, make sure you pay well.
Every
This one,
designer
This
dream.
is the heart desire of
Here liao
Josiah.
also very 爽. Yeah.
His heart's desire. Okay. What about Pierre?
Oh, okay. So for me, my job is a bit interesting. The reason why, because people always think that you work in church, you must be very free, because they think that they only have service during the weekend. So during the weekday, you must be very, very, very free.
Hey.
Okay, that's not true. We work like 7-Eleven, no? It's at 24/7, 365, So this is a very big misunderstanding. Yes, the biggest one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, because like social media, especially after like COVID, right, has been like on a rising trend, right?
yeah.
And then back then, just a short story lah. So back then, pre-COVID, during this new management came in, then I already tell them, we need to do some social media and stuff. But then they were like, you cannot guarantee me sales, right? Then we don't do. So to them, it's like, if I invest something in advertising, I must get a sales. I must get a
Like
converted
direct
sales.
return.
Yeah, must have ROI, must have direct return. But sometimes to me, it's like marketing. People don't see marketing as an investment for their company, but they see it as an expense. Expense, yeah. So that is the thing that I think people should like, especially the management of the company
Yeah.
should be very clear about lah. Yeah, because especially nowadays the generation looks a lot more towards like how you package your product and a lot of branding things that involves
Yeah.
spending money to advertise. Yeah, which the
Yeah.
older generation with the more Chinaman mindset one,
Yeah.
like the $1 but I expect $10
Yeah,
return
yeah.
that kind,
Yeah.
cannot really work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's for me.
If you happen to know his supervisor or management team, kindly forward this podcast to them.
Sure. Oh no, don't need. It's okay because I told them before already one. So yeah, I'm okay with this. Yeah, they can watch it and
Wow.
ask me for a serious talk. I don't mind. Okay, so the next question is like when you all first started working, and because you all work for quite a while already, right? So like, what is something that when you after you started your profession, right, then you realize it's more challenging than you expected.
So,
This one you say first.
Because you just started work, right? Have you just started work recently?
No.
No?
He worked very long already. Just that
Wow.
different
Just
company.
new
Yeah.
job.
New
but
job.
Almost
New
a
job.
year already.
Yeah, almost a
Yeah,
year.
time flies.
Back to me. Okay.
Yeah, how long now? How long
I'll start
now?
first, okay? Yeah. So I would say the most challenging thing for me in this job, because I've been in this job for like 3 years. So I would say the biggest one, it's because I have to work with people of different ages. So I would say it's very challenging for me, especially when I have to work with people who are much elder than me. Not like, just 5 or 10 years, but like 20, 30 years older than me.
Yeah.
So it was a very, very big challenge to me, because I don't know them well. So when you want to work together, it's also very hard. Then you have to, be flexible, whatever you are being called to do, or they give you any task, you have to like instant get used to it and just work on it. So yeah, that's a big challenge that I never expect
Wow.
in my job. Yes.
Thanks for sharing, bro.
I'm not crying.
To those listening, Pierre is not getting emotional. He's just expressing.
Yes, just sharing with you my experience.
Yeah. What about Josiah?
For me also similar leh.
Similar.
Yeah, cause as a designer and doing those media productions, you need to meet the expectation of the management. Yeah, so whatever they like, whatever they tend to like what they think is nice doesn't really like it's sometimes art, this kind of thing is very objective lah. So
Subjective.
subjective, sorry. So what they think is nice, maybe we ourselves, we designers don't think it's nice. Yeah, so how you talk with them, how you communicate with them is also an art lah.
The art of communication.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely an art.
Yeah.
That's very hard to, sometimes very hard to communicate lah. Then, bo pian lor, you still need to do what you don't like lor.
I can hear the very sian lah.
Yeah.
Cause as a designer, actually it's a bit different than those very artsy artists like that. They can do what they like, then they express from what their point of view is. But as a designer, you are different. You are trying to solve their problem. So they are the ones who pay you. So you also need to listen to their needs. Then at the same time, your inside, the art side of you, if you cannot accept what their point of view is, then you struggle. It's like, should I listen to them or should I stand on my ground? Yeah, all these little struggles lah. But throughout the years, then you need to really communicate with the ones that the management so accommodating to their expectation is one of the biggest challenge for me. Yeah.
Come on, Josiah. You need tissue or not?
This is work.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is
okay.
it? Wow, professional.
No
This is
work,
the
don't need
work.
to cry lah.
Yeah.
Okay lah.
Maybe he cried in the toilet, you also don't know lah.
Okay lah.
Big boy, don't cry, man.
But
Blood,
for
man.
me, right, mine is very different from the both of them. Mine was because I'm an introvert. Yeah. So when I came out to work as marketing, to me it was like, I just need to get my things done. I don't need to really know how to build relationship with people to ask them to get things done. So through my working years, because my first job until now is 6 years ma. same job. So same job. Yeah. Then like I've managed to chair like different major events, right, which requires a lot of communicating and maintaining that good relationship with your colleagues to get things done. That was quite hard for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, challenge until a lot of conflict one. Yeah.
Oh.
So that to me was very challenging because to me I'm very task oriented. I want to get things done. So sometimes my attitude or my mood also not good lah. Because to me it's like I want to get things done, but why you're not doing it? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of have conflicts, but then slowly over the years, mellow down lah. I don't know lah.
Work lah, work.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
Work till
Yeah.
certain.
But like, how do you guys how do you guys like tackle this situation? We talk about like those issues you guys face and challenges. And I'm actually feeling right now because I'm going to face like these kind of challenges. I'm just asking, like, what are those like your kind of solution when you were facing this? Like, what did you do? Like, did you talk to someone about it, or
Yeah.
like cry in the toilet about it, or like when I work for the first time, I usually will talk to my leaders or to talk to my friends, like my first time during intern, like when the boss ran away, you know, and this kind of stuff, like you don't get paid. Well, it's challenges, but I have someone to talk to, and then when I come back, like in the future for, you know, to work, I think I'm ready to expect this kind of thing lah. But I'm ready. But you guys were not ready, right? Like these are the challenges that you guys face. So how do you guys solve it? Like,
So I'm gonna start first.
yeah, you can go
How you
first.
solve
Go
it,
ahead.
bro?
Okay. Okay, for
You
me.
just treat them dinner.
Wait, so you were like
Treat them makan.
you were like troubling connecting with the older ones, is it?
Communicating.
Communicating, or is it
I would say
working
working together with
together
them.
with the older one? Yeah.
Yes,
So how
yes.
do you resolve this tension?
There isn't really a tension,
Mhm.
but I would say it's more like trying to meet the expectation was a challenge to me because there was always a lot of different ad hoc job.
Yeah.
So and you work with different people, so you need to like quickly know what they want and to get the things done. So for me, definitely one of the practical way is to ask those who are experienced, definitely.
Wow. Yeah.
But for me, I would say I feel very stressed. So actually, it's not the work that I have to deal with the most.
Yeah.
It's about the stress that I face,
Wow.
which I don't know, because I think guys usually don't know they are stressed
True.
until
true.
like they feel the very gastric pain and stuff like that. Then only
Wow.
they realize that,
That's
oh,
so
I
extreme.
really
Eh,
stressed.
bro,
out.
you need to
I
see
think you are-
doctor.
No,
like,
no,
this-
really.
Extreme
I don't
case.
feel
Yeah,
stressed until I gastric pain, but okay.
Gastritis or anything problem with your digestion usually that's the first place when you feel stressed, then
Yeah.
your body will
Yeah.
dysfunction. So how do I deal with them? Actually, okay, definitely I will pray because I'm a Christian. So when you don't know what to do and you feel very stressed, you know, behind your own door, you just
Cry
in your room, you
and pray.
not really cry, but because it takes you very long hour on
Yeah.
work. Then
Yeah.
you just feel, hey, why it's so unfruitful in the work and stuff like that. So definitely prayer is very important. So you can talk to God and you ask God like what's wrong with my job or what's wrong with me that I cannot get my things done
Yeah.
or why things happen certain way. So, but the other way to release the stress is, I think for guys, is to realize that actually we are feeling stress. Then we have to find a correct way to de-stress lah.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
don't acknowledge that you are having stress. Then you keep on going until like
I see.
you break down. Yeah. So
Don't
that's
feel
for me.
stressed. Deal with stress.
Yes.
All right.
I think Pierre's job is on another level. He's stressed because he's working in church.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe you'll be
Yeah.
expecting church people to be lagi holy.
Higher expectation.
Yeah.
So-called stereotype on the
It
Christian
all
lady.
comes down to expectations all again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why the level different a bit.
So that means your stress level is lower lah.
If you want to compare a bit lower, the expectation not so high ma. Oh, you like this okay lah, normal.
Hey, don't say like that, leh.
Hey, I don't know, bro.
Next time
No
nobody
lah.
want to work in church already.
Now my turn. What's the question already?
Now, how do
How
you
do you-
face
yeah.
your challenges?
Oh, how do I face? For me, on the working part, I don't really have elder or a senior to talk with about these kind of problems. Because usually all my past works I'm the only designer or the media guy inside the company.
Yeah.
So I need to face it alone about my own problems lah.
Yeah, I see.
So normally just I'll look up in YouTube, then I see maybe designers from other countries or anyone who's teaching online. I'll source it myself. But for me, I'm not really, how to say, my emotion don't get really attached to the stress at work.
I see.
Oh, wow.
So
It's a
if
independent man.
So if I finish work, then I will just detach.
Wow. So your,
Wow.
your gastric level will reduce.
I never have I'm not like
Right, I
the
mean,
person
okay, so
beside me lah.
you were like
I don't
talking-
have gastric lah.
So like off work, off stress. On
To
work,
me-
on stress.
Yeah.
But
to
it's
me,
so hard though for people to like immediately like detach from work. I think it's very
this
affordable.
thank
lah.
God I can do
guy
that lah.
guy is easier to compartmentalize.
Why are
your
you
life.
sexist now?
Okay, peep. All right.
Girls, okay, okay.
You just say
Okay,
easier.
yeah,
wait.
You never say cannot.
This is how God make us.
Okay lah.
I'm not trying to be sexist or
Hey, people
whatever.
working in church here, guys. Give him.
So what? He also human.
Okay,
mah.
all right. So Josiah, you were talking about like you have communication problem. Is that at the first challenges you faced? Was it communication?
It's
issue?
not communication problem.
Managing
just
expectations.
Expectation.
problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you were talking about being independent, right? Do you have like, because when it comes to colleague, right? You know, it's like I believe as a Christian, God created us with a community, and like whatever we do, it's not like we should do it alone. But do you have like people in your workplace that you actually trust beside Esther? Like
Maybe he don't trust me leh.
Oh.
Why you want beside me?
No lah, we shouldn't have a.
Hey, I trust you lah.
Ya Allah.
Okay, like I'm talking about like colleagues. Like I know like some people in your workplace can't do your job because you're a designer. Everyone have their own department. But in terms of relationship, not the BGR kind, but like those like talking about your stress, your emotion, like you're not happy with. Like, do you have struggle with this or not? Because you talk a lot about being independent. What about you working with people? Do you face those challenges or not? Expressing your emotion.
me,
yeah.
In my work now, when I face problem, of course I ask my colleagues hey, do you think this is nice? What kind of advice? What kind of suggestion you can give? I'll know how to seek help, but I'll try to solve it myself first.
Wow. Yeah.
Then after I really cannot, then I will talk to them. See, what do you think can be done better?
I see.
Or cannot. Then if they can, they also struggle. Then we bring it up. We bring it up to a higher level, or I continue to search that solution.
I see.
So for me, I'm also very task oriented.
Yeah.
So if I want to gao team, if I want to settle this problem, I just want to focus on settling. Okay, then I won't put a lot of emotion into this. Okay, even you think, oh, this not nice or what, I'll say, oh, okay, you different, you think differently. I won't say you want to define me or what. I'll just think you think differently. So or maybe I need a more maybe.
How can we see eye to eye? Oh.
For me, I don't think it's how to see out eye to eye lah. For me, 只要 as long as the management okay, then okay.
I see.
I just want to meet their expectation.
Fulfill the task.
Cause
Get the job done.
Because after you think this product is done, the colleague level okay settled.
Yeah.
Then you bring up another level. Then you bring up to the boss level. Then maybe they all not happy with it. So
Yeah.
come back to square one. Everyone think how to solve this problem.
Wow.
Like this. So for my work field, talking to a colleague about my struggles is okay for me. I don't find it difficult to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely I'll be the one to settle most of it first lah. Unless I really don't have time already, then I say, I cannot already. I max, then cannot.
Yeah.
So I'll share it out lah. Then they also will try to help lah.
Yeah.
So I have good colleagues.
Wow. Esther, 听到吗
Good colleague.
Good
这样给我
colleagues.
爽一下。
Yeah.
Yeah. So talking about like having good colleagues and all this, right? let's talk about qualities that you all look for. Like let's say if for your next job, for example, maybe okay.
Yeah.
What are the kind of qualities that you look for in a workplace environment or between people and people? Yeah, what kind of qualities?
Next job,
Yeah, for
Disclaimer,
example,
I'm not quitting my job.
it's just for example, okay, guys. Yeah.
Another expectation.
I mean, no wrong,
Yeah,
wrong.
no,
Because
yeah,
No
yeah.
wrong, no
yeah,
wrong.
yeah, because like for me, right, like if I'm searching for a job, right, I'll definitely ask about their company culture. Yeah, because a company culture says a lot about how the company works, how are the people inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's very hard to get accurate answer from them as well.
yeah, but it's quite obvious when someone gives you a heartfelt answer, and when someone gives you a very PR answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
can
will
feel it, you
know
can
one.
feel it.
Yeah.
Wait. What PR?
Public
Permanent
relation.
resident. Oh.
Hello, my friend.
This is the obvious
okay.
sign that you haven't worked
Yes,
before.
Forgive our host here.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
alright.
good to be young.
Public relation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, who want to go first?
Designer, go first.
Sorry, what was the question?
Qualities.
Qualities, okay,
like for
okay,
example, your
qualities.
next job, or what do you think your current job, the kind of qualities that you want, and how can you improve your current workspace to fit that quality that you want, or something, any kind of scenario.
But this one is before interview or after interview?
up to you.
Up to
No,
me.
no certain scenario.
What do you mean by
Because to me,
before or after?
while interviewing,
Yeah.
you cannot. I think very hard to sense their working culture unless. Even though I ask, they maybe say like.
Very vague.
Yeah. So to me, very hard to know lah. But if I'm inside the company already, of course I'll take a look at the company culture lah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
but you're already inside, so also 不变.
Yeah.
But if I see what I really want, I think the first thing is the colleagues. Everyone must be open-minded.
Oh,
They
yeah.
I appreciate the quality of being open-minded lah to all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Maybe someone want to try new ideas, then they have the authority or the opportunity to share. So as long as the leaders are open-minded, they will listen. To me, I know how to. If I know how to listen to you, then the person maybe will feel appreciated. So as long as this culture is among the team, I think the team will gradually improve lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
for me, open-minded is very, very, very important. Cause I've been some companies who they have their own very strong 梦想, their dream, the vision they want to achieve. But for me, I think everyone is different, ma. Not everyone want to adhere your vision, want to follow your mission, like all those.
100% motivated to work.
Yeah, not everyone be as passionate like you. If you want people passionate, maybe you give better salary.
Wow, back down to the practical stuff.
So they
Salary.
Okay, practically
So
should
they
be
feel
like that lah.
passionate to fulfill your vision.
Yeah.
But I think as an employer, it's very hard to like expect everyone to be as passionate or as maybe even beyond responsible from their work lah.
Work extra mile.
Yeah, they won't lah. What reason they want to give you?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in this generation, people work just for money. They don't work for survival already.
Yeah.
Maybe this money give me more, then I go the other side. So you can see people keep jumping here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think employers should be open-minded to this kind of concept also lah. You should know this is happening to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if this is happening, then we need to adapt and we need to see how how to solve this problem, then how to make the company even better. Instead of just going with everyone. Okay, everyone's like that, so we just follow lah.
Yeah.
I don't think this kind of culture is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Agree.
to me, open-minded is one of the most important.
Well said, bro.
Ooh. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Pierre.
I would say it's a bit challenging, you know, because open-mindedness is more like a Western culture. So, you know, when you are in Malaysia with a more China culture, sometimes it's a bit hard.
Yeah.
So, why I'm saying this is because that's the same for me in my job, because sometimes I have to work with elderly people. So because we are born in different era, we have different mindset. Our upbringing is different. Definitely, that's very challenging, I would say. But for me, that's not the first thing that I will look for in a working environment. I will definitely look for the most important thing is a good relationship between each other, among whether it's a team or company or whatsoever. Yeah. So because I know you guys are task-oriented, but I'm more like a people-oriented person.
Wow.
So at
No
both
wonder you can
extremes.
serve.
Yeah.
No, that's why
No wonder you can deal with a lot of people.
You serve
Wow.
with more love.
I feel so much
More love, right?
complimented. Yeah, because for me, it's not the task that give me stress. Is
The people.
when I work with different people and I don't know them and it's very hard to communicate or get things done. That's where I feel stressed. So yeah, so very important thing I look for. One, it's to have a good relationship among the team. Like people looking out for each other, you know, looking after each other. Whether is it senior, junior, or supervisor or superior whatsoever. I think that's very important for me. And for those who are looking for a job, there's one thing I know when I work in a circular job, which is always ask what's their turnover rate. Yes, because if a company their turnover rate is very high, that means that something is wrong with the company. So you know that's a big mind that you should avoid when you're looking for
Good
a job.
advice.
That's very important. I learned it the hard way, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm like an old wise man.
Yes, I will learn it the easy way. Listen to the old wise man.
But I ask you, how will you feel if you enter the company already, then you realize their relationship is not very good?
Wow.
Oh, okay. That's a bit similar to my situation when I first get into my first job. Because when I get into my first job, before I get into my first job, this is what I pray to God. Like say, like God, I've been growing in church for all this while, you know. So I learned a lot of things from you, and I really hope that it can be a thing that I can implement it in my life, like as a lifestyle. So a bit
And he
same
gave
like
you
life
this job.
awakening, right? So give me a environment where I can really put what I learned from you into practice. So God really 看得起我
Yeah, and he gave
and
you
give
your
me
first job.
not so positive working environment for me to really
It
put them
throws
into
your
practice.
assignment.
Because of
Whoa.
God, you are now an old wise man.
So
Old wise
thank God for that. But
Thank God
because
for
I
that.
know why I'm going into that company, so that keeps me going in that company.
You have a
And
sense of purpose for this.
yes, and I literally pray to God every day. The morning I go to job, go to my work, every day.
That's good to know.
Wait, come to think of it, right? You said that your job was working in church, right?
Yes.
So what was your previous job?
I worked for a different job before, but the first one that I mentioned about just now, I worked as a corporate secretariat assistant. So basically, it's a compliancing job, you know. Or we provide services to company, like we provide tax advice, we provide an accounting service. So secretariat service is also one of it. Yeah,
Relationship service.
not not relationship service.
All right, move on. Thank you, Esther.
So sorry for my friend.
sorry, guys. Okay, so moving on, I actually went on to Google to search a little bit. So I came up with 7 different types of workplace relationships. Yeah, so I'm going to enlighten you guys with the 7 different kinds. Okay, the first one. Okay,
She did her homework.
yeah,
you
I
know.
did my homework
She
for the
was
podcast.
preparing
Okay,
the question for like last week, and then she was like, "I'm going to do this."
because I was like, Pierre and Josiah, I better do my homework well, man.
Where's your homework?
I got a homework actually. So right. So in the Bible, right?
Okay, never mind.
Thank you, Evan. Okay. All right, so I'll be sharing with you guys 7 types of work relationships. And then I'll explain a little bit about each, and then y'all think which type are you in your current workplace. Okay?
Okay.
All right. From the first one being the lowest intimacy, like from acquaintance to like the highest level is like best friend, that kind
Hey,
of
we
workplace.
just talked about that. Hey, you copy from me, is it?
Your head.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one.
The first one.
It's called it's the co-worker relationship. These are the people who are acquaintances in your company. So they are like the same. They are colleagues of the same organization, but you don't work in the same department, or you have very little interaction with all these people. Okay, Okay. Second level, team members. Usually people who work in the same team or same department as you, because you all work towards the same job scope, or probably towards the same objective lah. Okay, these are your team members. Yeah. All right. And then number 3, work friends. So work friends are people who you interact with socially, like during work. So like for example, during meetings, you sit with them, you lunch together, or you talk to them during work events, this kind lah. So this kind, you only probably like friends with them during work, but like outside of work, maybe not so much.
Oh.
Yeah, okay?
Yeah.
I heard about this before.
Okay. Number 4, manager or your direct report lah, or your subordinate lah, okay? So this kind is usually the manager. They will assign you your work, will help you to succeed, and also ultimately impact the work that you do. All right, and this role they are important because they determine your salary, your work plan, and your overall your work career in that company. Okay.
Well, that's very important for Josiah.
Yeah, you all process a bit lah. Okay, number 5, office spouse. Office spouse. This is the person that you.
I have no worries.
Office spouse is someone that is the workplace bestie. Okay, or your
Best
spouse.
I thought girlfriend
office
is
spouse.
our
No.
work.
I thought office spouse was like.
Yo!
Save the saliva, please.
Yeah. Okay, so this is like your workplace bestie, or your go-to friend when you have some work troubles or struggles, yeah. And then you trust this person whereby you like share your emotions that you face from work. Okay, this is office spouse. And then the 6th level, you have mentor. Okay, this is considered one of the highest professional relationship you can have in the workplace. And then they give you mostly career guidance, and then they also help you on the toughest problems that you face. This one guide you through your career lah. Okay. All right, and then number 7, the last one. This is the highest level already.
Wow.
Life friends.
Wow.
This is the most intimate work relationship that you have, that you consider your in real life friend. Also, like outside of work, you also like your social friends. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So 7 levels. I tell you all. Okay. I
Pierre has a
go
lot
through
of
again.
lifelong friends.
Wait. Okay, so we have. Okay, wait. Oi.
life partner, is it?
So co-workers, team members, work friends, manager, office spouse, mentor, and life friends. So which do you think that you fall in the category in your current workplace?
You in church, right?
Aha.
Church talk about relationships, so you probably be life friends with everyone, right?
I mean, I start first, is it? Okay.
Up to you. Okay.
I know all the people that work in church, definitely, and we can definitely talk to each other.
Yeah.
But because like we are not like of same age or with some certain, I mean, we don't have like much common interest or stuff like that. So we can't really like be like life good friend, like very close friend. But then there's nothing hinder us from like talking to each other lah, whether is it like just tasks or even our feelings or emotions. So yeah, but for my current work, that most of the people that I work with lah, for the ministry lah, I would say we're more like a teamwork.
Team member.
Level 2, but much closer because we don't only talk about
Between
job.
work friends.
We also share our life, so I don't know where that lies.
But
Could be work friends as well. Could be work
Yeah.
friends.
But
Considered
work friends
friends.
is also like doing like your friends is like, I mean, you are having friends outside as well. Is it considered work friends, or life friends is like you also talk about life?
Life friends is more on like on a social level. You are friends with them in real life.
But then like what do you like when you look at this 7? What is it called? 7
7 types of workplace
workplace,
relationship.
right? Like what does it really affect like in a church context?
Yeah.
Because right, I studied in Bible school. We talk about ministry or church people. You know, like how they interact with one another. But usually when it comes to church, right, usually we are recommended to build relationship not just in work but in a life place lah. So is it right to use this 7 type in church or not, in church context? Like, is there certain people who are still just a team member or work friends, like I only friend with you in church, like working? But it's like contradicting, like
I would say it's not because we are not close. It's just that our life doesn't collide with each other. Like usually people I work with are much older than me.
yeah, I see.
Definitely, I won't like ask them, hey, let's go for a drink or whatever.
Yum
you
cha,
know?
yum cha.
Yeah,
I
like yum
see,
cha.
I
You know,
see,
they
yeah.
have families, they have other commitment.
Yeah.
So definitely they cannot be as free as me to do certain things.
Yeah.
So, and most of them are like 40, 50 years old. So definitely we cannot be like life good friend. But like I say, but nothing hinders us from like sharing our feelings and emotion when it comes to not only just
I
work.
see.
So I would say it's a hybrid of some types
Some
of it.
categories.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's like
should
a
be
mix.
Yeah, I think it should be
hybrid,
higher,
yeah.
maybe a mentor. Do you think that? Because 3 and 2 is a bit quite low.
Quite low on the intimacy.
In terms
level.
of a church context lah, but if we're talking about Josiah, work friends and team member, makes sense lah, because you know. But in a church, we're really talking about building community, building leaders, and
Yes.
really working together.
And knowing each other.
Yeah, so-
we are family.
Yeah, so it's very difficult to rate. So yeah, right. It's really difficult to rate when it comes to work context, because
That's
in
true.
biblical, the Bible talks about we really build communities together.
It's not only about work.
Yeah,
lah,
it's
Yeah,
do
it's
life
the
together. Yeah, and so if
relationship
we
with people.
come with a say that work friends are, I think we need to reflect.
I only go to church to work.
Yeah, then we might, we might.
No. That's not me. Maybe Evan, but not me. Okay?
Excuse me,
Yeah.
you're the one who rate 2 and 3.
I said maybe.
Maybe. Because
Okay.
it's very hard to identify.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
in a church context.
So
But
how about Joe?
yeah, Josiah.
For me, after listening, I think it's around team members and work friends, bah. Yeah, something like that. To me, cause I never worked in a company for very long time.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yet.
Yes, you're gonna start with Esther for quite a long time.
So
Maybe I leave first, never know.
Oh.
Or maybe he leave first, you also don't know.
Yeah, very hard to say.
Dun,
But
dun.
I'll definitely remain in contact with some of the colleagues I have. If we think each other, we are very we can talk, we can yum cha,
Yeah.
then I'm okay lah. Cause at work, I'm really task oriented. So
Professional.
I will talk only when I need to.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I won't. Cause I also introvert. I don't appreciate small talk one. You small talk with me, I very gangka one. Very awkward. Yeah, I don't know how to talk with you because I don't like and I don't know how.
So, bro, so are you the person who go to lunch alone, or
Yeah, I go to lunch alone most of the time.
really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think you need to work in church too.
No lah, it's not about.
It's not a problem. Just
No lah, it's
preference, I
our
would
fault lah.
say.
We never ask him.
Wait.
Ouch.
No, they got asked. Because of work, very hard to
Yeah.
fit in the timing.
Because sometimes his timing, he will go whenever, only when he done with like a job or when he really cannot tahan, then only he will go lah. So because our timing is different, we have like sometimes we will like 12 plus 1 o'clock, then we'll go eat. Then they always ask me, hey, why Josiah like don't go eat lunch with us
See,
ah?
rumor start already leh, bro.
Then I say no lah, it's just him lah. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
how he works.
To me, cause sometimes if you want to do artwork, kind of design work, you cannot stop one.
When you start, you cannot stop.
I cannot. Oh, you want lunch? Then go on. Wow, I in the midst of doing
没有
things.
灵感。
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Then you
inspiration.
potong my steam.
Yeah, but bro, I think we really come from different character. If for me, I go with them already.
Yeah.
People oriented.
Yeah, more people.
Yeah.
To me, I need to get the job done. Then only I can sing.
Ah.
Only I happy.
Oh.
So
Yeah, only I want to relax.
Yeah, so they are not leaving you out lah.
No, they never leave me out.
it's a good working environment.
Yeah.
Thank you, Esther. Esther really
As
take
I
care
say,
of you.
Okay, I clarified
I
this
have
today.
good
Yay.
colleagues. Yeah,
Good
that,
save,
that,
good
that's
save.
that's my kind of
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind eating alone also. Yeah, to me, that's not sad or that's not
Okay.
what I actually sometimes even like to eat alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Means
because
the introvert personality like that one.
yeah.
I also like to eat alone,
Avoid all the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, but you can't eat
No
alone.
comment on you.
but no one want to eat with me. So I have to eat alone.
I think that's the most part of the reason nobody want to eat you.
Yeah, it's true leh. Like people like us got one time where like I have to eat dinner alone. I was like, I never eat dinner alone one leh. Usually I would eat with people. Yeah, I faced this before.
Yeah, some people cannot tahan
Yeah lah,
eat-
some people
eating
cannot.
alone one.
Yeah. 这我硬硬也是叫人家来。
I'm alone but not lonely.
Yeah, but I'm lonely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, from introvert point of view, sometimes if eating alone is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I eat with a whole bunch, then they all keep talking, then I never talk. I also feel very weird. Also maybe
Okay lah.
maybe I force myself to feel left out.
So can I find you for lunch?
Sometimes the introvert will feel like that.
Hey, you don't talk only. I hear you ask him a lot of times, but you never come and find him one.
His workplace is 30 minutes away.
Hello, we travel every day for 30 minutes, okay?
Yeah lah. If you got heart, you will come one.
Yeah. It's the sincerity.
But you never come.
Alright guys, thank you all for the podcast. Alright, yeah, we're gonna end it.
No, wait.
So do remember, invite Evan for
For dinner.
Alright, thank you
when
for the
you are
podcast.
free.
Thank you for the
You know,
podcast,
you can
guys.
call
We're
the
gonna
number
end it.
below here.
Right, if you guys
These are all these sensitive people lah. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. So in every industry or profession, right, there's always this I always hear people say, oh, you need to find like a mentor, or you need to have like someone you look up to in work that you can share your problems with. It doesn't necessarily need to be like doing in your workplace, but sometimes it's preferably someone with more work experience than you that can mentor you. But in your individual professions, do you think it's a necessity to have one?
He's challenging us lah. He's challenging you guys lah. I don't know how to answer that lah. Yeah.
Not even started working. Why you feel
Yeah,
challenged? Perasan macam.
Okay, for me, I think maybe because I work alone a lot of times already, so I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
But it'd be good if I have a mentor. It'd be really good lah.
In terms of like what, technical wise, or like your
Mentally. mental, yeah.
or like your
Spiritually.
emotional.
If in my life, then in my life I also don't have a very dedicated mentor.
Hey.
Mentor.
What are you doing? Church supposed to take care of
Hey,
it.
this
Hey,
peer,
see,
okay?
this is
Peers,
Peer
okay?
is being a peer to Josiah.
Okay. Can you be a
wow.
peer to me as well?
So
You-
I can be a mentor to
Okay,
you.
okay,
to me,
let him speak.
everything just pray to God, lor.
I see.
Yeah, I don't have one person to talk with. I just directly pray to the
Father.
老大 lah,
Yeah.
the biggest one lah.
Yeah.
Okay, for those who are recruiting mentee, kindly contact this number.
Okay,
Josiah's
wait,
number.
It's not a
Wait,
necessity.
Josiah.
But don't want force one, okay?
Okay, but Josiah, do you want it or not?
Personally
Personally.
speaking.
It's not forced, you have to do it intentionally.
Want
Okay, I mean like you say, 找老大, find Jesus the boss. I know, but personally, do you want it? Like you want it?
Like a physical
Yeah, like-
presence
like
kind of.
desire.
Do you-
Okay,
do you
sometimes
wanna-
I feel I want, but if you really ask me, I really want it or not? Not really. But sometimes I do feel I need to talk with someone, someone elder, someone more experienced. Sometimes I feel that, but I really don't have someone to talk with.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes I feel that lah.
Okay.
Again, no for those.
Yeah, if you are in the field,
Call this number.
you feel your experience.
Wait. But when it comes to mentoring, guys, like, do you have this expectation where our mentor has to be older than us?
For me, in like a workplace kind of context, I would say so, because they would have more working experience on dealing on different kind of situations. Yeah, compared to someone who is
Younger.
younger lah. Generally speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course there will be times where perhaps the person younger than me, they've worked longer than me in this
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah,
Then that's a
yes.
different story. But
Yeah.
generally, for me, I would prefer someone who is older lah, with more work experience. Yeah. What
For
about
me,
you guys?
I'll look at the experience also.
But you
I
were
don't mind you are younger than me. I
Also-
will learn from you.
okay.
Humility, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
But I would say differently.
Oh.
Although the experience is very important, so they are okay with younger people who are more experienced than them. But
Yeah.
for me, I think mentor is not only about passing experience.
Yeah.
They can also give you wisdom and
Precisely.
other
Yeah.
perspective of life where all these accumulate takes ages to accumulate, and
Yeah.
usually elder people could do this, but younger people can hardly do
Might
this.
not, yeah.
Might not,
Yeah, true.
might
Yeah.
not.
But in terms like this, because like we say that, right? Like younger people might also be more useful than the older one in a way, like.
Experience, not
Useful.
useful.
Yeah,
my
don't
God.
use the word
Whoa.
useful.
sorry.
Useful is not very good,
Okay, I
Cut it.
like not talking about like the useful or the experience. Like talking about, because mentor is supposed to be walking with you, right? But some older people have a lot of experience, but they do not have the time. But when it comes to mentor, sometimes younger people, or maybe not so young lah, maybe just younger than you 1 or 2 years, and they really do want to invest in your life. Right, for example, like I saw young people who start pastoring in church, are working in church like 24, 23, and they are like, is it okay for them to pastor people like, how old are you guys? Okay, no, like 28, 27. Yeah, but then they are willing to invest in your life. Yeah, but if we have this expectation, okay, looking at, oh, I need the older people. Of course, we need the older people sometimes. But are you okay or not for these young people to really walk with you in this life and sometimes give advice to you? But not necessarily, but I also know that not necessarily we also need to like listen to them. Because even the older one tell us to do this, tell us to do that, we will also reflect, right? Like even younger, anyone tell us in generally what their advice to us, we will always reflect. We won't just listen on it. We will always reflect and pray about it, right? Yeah, so I have to disagree with you. Yeah, I have to disagree with you. Like, I think mentoring comes with every aspect lah. Like younger, older. The most importantly is, are you growing? That is the question I will ask myself. Yeah, if the person leading you in the wrong place, someone else, your friend will also say, hey, bro, I think that mentor is leading you nowhere. Then you will know, right? So for me, I think it's younger one might also be better than older one in some sense lah. Yeah, yeah. As long as you're growing, that's for me lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see from your point of view lah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes older person can see what you cannot see,
Yeah.
which is younger generation due to lack of experience in life.
Yeah.
That's why they cannot see the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's how you see this kind of thing lah.
Yeah.
We can definitely learn from younger or
Yeah.
older.
Yeah.
But it depends on how we perceive what they want to teach or whatever they want to share.
Yeah. But talking about society nowadays, right, guys, right? What do you guys think? Because last time, right, I'm not even born yet, right? Yeah, I heard stories like really mentor take care of their mentee. There's a lot older people. But when you look at the world today, right, there's hardly older people who actually are willing to take care. Do you guys agree on this? Like,
Statement.
society right nowadays, like youngster rely on phone rather than people, rely on Google rather than people. And then this mentorship, right, it turns to decaying more and more. Like for my generation, if I would do a reflection from all my friends, I would say 80% doesn't have a mentor.
Yeah.
Right. And then like these 80% people, right, even the older one, right, don't even find them one. Maybe find one time or they got rejected and never come back again one. Those kind. It happens lah. So it's a very sensitive topic, but it's very important in our workplace. Like you're talking about me, got mentor or not. I'm not even started to work yet. Imagine if I enter the workforce, right, it's going to be even more challenging. So what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with this statement about today's society?
Okay, I think I'll start first.
Oh, wow.
I think this, Bible also mentioned things like this. You know?
Yeah.
Teachers, there are many, but parents or fathers, there are few. So this is what you are saying. So because when you want to be a mentor or a mentee relationship, it takes a lot of resources or investment or even energy.
Yeah.
So it must be very intentional, and also you have to put in a lot of effort for the mentor. So the elder person must see the needs, so only they will invest in you. But in working environment, circular environment, because the company are task oriented, I would say profit oriented. So they are not so people oriented. So this is a thing that they will sacrifice, or they will rather not put in the resources into.
Yeah, agree.
So that's one of the problem. And I think the other problem is what you mentioned just now. It's good to have peers that we learn together and we work together. That's very important. But again, Bible says that it's very important to learn from the elder, not from your peers only. Because in the modern, especially Western education, or the way they think, they try to put people into institution to learn. So they always see their peers. They don't see a lot of elderly people. So this is the problem with the worldly culture, which we should fight against intentionally. That's why the connection between different generations are very important. So only when you have that relationship and the vision of this pastoring them, or how would say mentoring them, then only this kind of thing will start somewhere. So
So good point. So what about sorry, voice crack. Puberty, guys, I'm gonna work soon. okay, talking about this, what are some advice, all right, you would give to Christians working in a secular area, all right, an advice when they do not have mentor, like Josiah mentioned, like he doesn't have a mentor, like to watch over him physically mentally because as a Christian, we know that we need someone to walk together, not your peers, can be older, can be younger, as long as someone work with you. But some people doesn't have it. What advice would you give them as a Christian, to Christian working in a secular area? I mean in church, obviously but talking about in a secular area.
Okay, I think for instance, for those who doesn't really have elderly people to become their mentor, I would say, because we have this kind of cell group thingy, but I don't know whether other church have this thing or not. You don't only go for service, you also have cell group. So usually the cell group leader are people who are at least slightly older than you, or they have more experience in life than you. So this is the closest people that I think you can build this relationship with. Okay, and if you are very fortunate to have more elderly people, much senior one to be your mentor, that would be good. But I mean, definitely not. We shouldn't just wait for people to come to us. I think we should also take the initiative. It goes both ways. Relationship goes both ways. So you should take the initiative to approach somebody that you think is older and someone you look up to, to talk to them. Hey, can we have this thing, going on? And I think that's where we start, For the close one is maybe your cell group leader. So for the older, I mean, in the long run or even bigger term, then you can look for like the elder in the church, or even pastor, or some like people who are much older in the ministry.
Wow, thanks for sharing.
Welcome.
Or back to you, Esther.
But I think just to add on that, but I think honestly, it really boils down to individuals' need for a mentor. Because if they think that they don't need it or they don't want it, then they won't go and find it. That's what I feel.
But will it be dangerous or not without a mentor?
To me, honestly, currently.
Okay, we know the answer.
Yeah.
But Pierre will say otherwise.
I mean to each their own perspective and opinions lah.
I'm the opposition.
反对党.
But I mean, because when we have a mentor, you don't have to learn a lot of things the hard way. So,
but some people just like learning things the hard way. They have to just bump their head on the wall and learn it. Because one of my cell group leaders during my teenage years, she's already passed, but she always said that Esther is a hard nut to crack. She has to learn through the hard way. Right?
Yeah.
So no matter who tell me advice or what, right? Like,
Don't
hey, don't do
care.
this, don't what. I'll just say, don't care. I want to go and try. Yeah. Then after that,
Wow.
only I realized
Yeah.
like, yeah, I should have just listened, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Some people are like that, lah. And I'm one of them. Thank you. Yeah. So any last like advices or any
Josiah, the most wisest
thoughts
one.
for today?
You know, I learned something from introverts, right? That they are quiet, but they are very observant.
So have you observed?
So have you
From today.
observed anything? Like as an extrovert, we don't see anything.
Yeah, you all just talk only.
Like me, sorry.
The mouth just blabber non-stop.
But have you seen Josiah when he was like me and Pierre talking? He was like,
He was observing,
he
man.
was like observing.
Intense observation, that kind.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
But the mind is blank, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I want to sleep already.
Act only.
It's a long day today.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So what do you think?
For me,
Advice.
I would say the society now don't really promote this kind of mentee thing. But actually, I feel inside our hearts we actually want someone to rely on sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's true.
someone we can trust, someone we can talk with, and someone that will really give us some answers that we need.
Wow.
Yeah. So, for me, if we all have with someone like that in our life, that would be very good.
Yeah.
But because of the society now, like last time when I work, a lot of things your senior won't teach you. They just ask Google.
Oh.
It's
So-
true,
so
true,
everything-
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
amen.
everything you just go to the internet and search.
Yeah.
So your mentor is the internet lah.
Yeah, most of the time.
It's
Yes.
okay, bro.
Technical things, the mentor
Right,
is
like-
is Google.
But how about mental? Like
Sometimes
Google?
even if I feel last time I went
Yeah.
to college,
Yeah.
I learned more from the internet than in college.
But what about mental? Like Google, how to deal with stress? You also do that?
Sometimes I search for that,
Wow.
so I listen from
Give him a hug, bro.
different kinds of
Later,
source lah. Whether it's from a pastor or someone or a motivational talker, a speaker, sorry. I'll listen then I'll digest it myself. I won't terus believe their word of course.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think it's because of this culture that this generation are like that.
Wow. Yeah.
It's not that we
Yeah.
want to be like that, but
Yeah.
we are born with this kind of society. We are
Yeah.
we are already adapting this kind of mindset.
Yeah.
So that's why I also know a lot of friends that are very that need to learn it the hard way.
Yeah.
I also know.
Yeah.
So last time I want to speak some advice to my friends, but they don't want to listen. So after the thing really happened, then they why like that, like that. Last time I would say, I already told you what.
I told you so.
Yeah.
I already told you.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
But as I grow up, I think actually actually they are like that. It's not because they want to. They bring up like
brought
that.
up like that. Yeah.
They are automatically like that because of their bring up. Their
upbringing and
their
culture and
upbringing.
everything.
The culture has taught us this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is this way the really good way or the best way for us?
Or is it a godly way?
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
Or is
I leave
even a
that to
godly
you
way?
all.
Yeah, we're leaving that with you guys who
With
are
you as
listening to
well.
us.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
good
why
point.
for me, open-minded is really important.
Yeah.
We need to think of every possibility. Why people are like that? Why some people think like that?
Yeah.
Of course, we cannot like terus have an absolute answer lah.
Yeah.
But I think if we are open-minded, then we keep this thought in us.
Yeah.
So every time maybe something happen, I listened about this before.
Yeah.
Then I remember about this. So if I want to learn, if I open myself, next time maybe I really hear.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, cause even in relationships
Yeah.
sometimes people also don't want to listen. 他不好, he
Yeah,
not
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But after kena, then the person come to me. Next time I listen to my friends.
Yeah.
So it's the experience that teaches also lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no absolute lah for me. Just keep an open heart, open mind. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. I would give advice. I think one of the key words that we learned today, right, is very important, is accountability. Yeah, like in the Bible, Paul was also on his own, right? But his journey, he was always working with people, and whatever he do, he was accountable to the apostles and the leaders of the church, right? And like people know what he is doing. It's very important. Why I say this accountable is very important is because we can be independent. God can create us to do many things. We can rely on God, but God created community for a reason. God created people in our life for a reason.
Yeah.
Like we can't see things, people sees us. Like sometimes your habits are you do not know it's bad, but people knows it's bad. And when people can see what you're doing in your workplace, it actually helps you to be even better and be more and more like Jesus, because we can't rely on ourselves. We can't find solution on ourselves, because when we find solution on ourselves, it's either we are getting worse or we are just ignoring the problems. But accountability really helps us to see some certain part that we cannot see. Agree? I need to ask him because he working in church. I need to ask him. Agree?
Okay, for me, I see this thing as another word, which is love.
Wow.
Because when you love your brothers or sisters, you will really give them advice and really show concern to them, so they will open up to you.
Yeah.
So we should be accountable to our brother and sister. In a way, not only we be responsible of our own things or conduct, but we show love to our friends to make sure that our friends won't fall down and nobody help them, you know.
Yeah.
And they maybe go astray, you know.
Yeah. It's true.
I think the accountability also falls to the how to say the whole pay how to say
The younger
The younger-
generation.
the younger generation, because not everything you need to wait until your leader or your elder
To
to
take the
ask you.
initiative.
Good advice, bro.
Sometimes you can just find them, because sometimes they are really busy.
Yeah.
They have their own thing. They even
Yeah.
have their families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, having a family is very a lot of things to do.
A lot of commitment.
Yeah, a lot of commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have more free time. So instead of thinking, oh, why nobody find me? Why don't I mentor?
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Come on,
can,
Pastor.
sometimes
Why
you can
not go
just
and look for them?
yeah, you
Pastor
can
Josiah,
take
come
the initiative to ask also lah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, of course it depends on
Yeah.
how you feel also lah.
Yeah.
But I think the mindset is
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, like what he says, if you love yourself, you also love people. Take the initiative to be in this community.
So my last point.
Yes.
I want to add on something.
Yes.
Please.
Not only we wait for people to give us something, and not only we just want to receive.
Yeah.
Not just to be mentee.
Yeah.
But we in our current stage, definitely we are much older than some people.
Yeah.
We can also be a mentor, or if not, at least a teacher to them. You know.
Yeah.
So we can help our next generation to be better. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah. We
That was a
want,
good one.
yes, that's very important.
Thank you, Pastor. Wow.
You call everybody pastor lah.
Pastor, whoever guessed here are Pastor Josiah.
You want me to talk faster? Is it?
Alright, guys, thank you so much. I'm so blessed, really, as a young
Yeah.
person by Esther, Josiah, Pierre, giving new insight. Learn a lot. Thank you guys for
Yeah, thank you
coming.
guys.
Thank you guys for coming. And guys,
Thank you for
I
inviting
have
us.
to say this, guys. They are Chinese speaking.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, 我是讲华语的。
But they are speaking English in this whole session.
哇，不会讲英文。
But whatever it is, guys, I'm so proud of you guys. And I'm so thankful for giving this opportunity to talk. And I hope we can invite you next time. What's up, what's down again, alright? We're going to do that until...
If
Oh,
you
we're
pay-
gonna do
We're
that
gonna,
again.
we're gonna change that. I'm just
Alright,
kidding.
fine.
No, we will definitely come if you pay well.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to be practical, bro.
Hey,
Just kidding.
your reward, you want
Your
your
reward
reward
is in
here on earth
heaven.
or heaven?
Hey, this kind
This
of
kind of biblical answer.
very 假 one.
Okay, lah.
Okay, guys.
You don't
Thank
have
you.
to-
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Alright.
much. And we'll see you.
So guys, please buy our merch. Okay, support
Yeah.
the ministry. And if you got any work problems, we just email us or I
Drop us
forget.
a DM
Drop us a
on
DM on
Instagram.
Instagram, or else you can find Esther privately.
Oh, what?
Privately, oh, she's available.
Oh yeah, she's available. Okay, let's end.
Yeah, thank you
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
Bye.